It's a really difficult period for many athletes to know how to readjust their training, to adjust their peaking mainly. But I think the IOC and the Olympic Association have been really thorough at looking after athletes to ensure that we're going to be safe when we get to Japan. And for me, that's the focus I've had. I would be continuing to train hard anyway because I want to represent myself as best as I can all year round. But now I think I can look forward to a Games that is going to be a celebration and just really showing everyone that we're coming together again as a country, across the world, and we can celebrate sport and successes and, deal with lows together. I'm really excited. I think Japan has one of the best running road scenes that we have, and I think they really celebrate the culture of marathon running. It's almost one of the first homes of marathon running. So for me, I'm really excited about a competitive race. I'm excited that the city will be a fantastic opportunity to showcase the endurance and what we have endured in this last 18 months. I just think we can put on a great show still.
And yourself, what are your goals for the race?
I have many goals. I think initially I would like to target the Scottish national record if I can. I am the Scottish national record holder, so if I could break my target, that would be wonderful.
I think, I feel fortunate enough throughout COVID, I've had races to focus on. Unfortunately, like when I had World Half in last October, I didn't get to go in the end because of injury. But then my next focus was then just getting fit and injury free so I could get to trials, and then now I've obviously got Japan to focus on. So although there's obviously uncertainty, and I still don't know when I'm flying out and all these kind of things, so literally still taking each day as it comes, but I think you just got to be positive, and you're never going to regret working hard for something, even if it doesn't go ahead. Yeah, it's the first time I've ever put on GB kit and lined up to represent my country. So that in itself is I'm so proud of that, and it's going to be amazing. So there's, as I say, just so many things that I'll be taking in, and really want to enjoy every moment, the small and the big stuff. Japan's going to be really. We're obviously, it's a shame we're not going to get to go to Tokyo, but from a performance point of view, it's been good that it's moved up to Sapporo because it won't be as savagely hot, and I think it's the humidity that's the main thing. The course, as far as I know, it's one big lap of half marathon and 2 10K loops. I'm not sure of the course elevation, so that's something else that will also be really important, because the marathons I've done in the past have all been kind of very flat. So I tend to train on kind of undulating terrain. Well, I did for Q because I was based in North Yorkshire, but if that's something that I'm going to have to practice at speed, then we need to kind of be thinking about that now.
Yeah, exactly, and I think that was my last race. I haven't competed since because of COVID and everything like that, so it's bizarre, but I'm competing actually in a week on Sunday, so that'll be really nice, but we've just been keeping my head down and just keeping things simple. Something like the Olympics is such a big stage. I think it can sometimes overtake everything, whereas actually just keeping my feet on the ground, training at home, going to work like normal, and just keeping things simple, but all this makes it a bit more real and exciting happening. And then when everything was cancelled, it was all a bit obviously everyone understood why and felt probably needed to be cancelled, but then you're sort of in limbo land a little bit, so to get yourself around that mental headspace is a little bit tricky sometimes. But I think after a few weeks of processing things, we were able to set sort of small goals, and I think we decided, my coach and I, to not focus on any competitions because they were just like being put in place and then being taken away again and like that. And it is, and I think even some would have had it worse than others. Like, I think when we were in proper lockdown, like Spain and some places weren't even allowed to leave their homes, whereas we were quite lucky, we still could exercise, and I was even luckier. We've got a really good sort of home set up for a home gym, so I didn't really miss anything. It was only sort of access to sort of treatment and things, but as you said, everybody's been through the same trials and tribulations, no matter what level, so now to be able to everybody sort of come out the other side is really nice.